Hello, replay viewer. Thank you for connecting. I am Ami, broadcasting from Far East Japan. Happy Hump Day, everybody. It's the Wednesday here in Far East Japan. So this is the sharing about the energy awareness, introducing the culture that I came from, which is Japan, to learn about the way to identify non-physical, invisible energy using the word as a tool to become aware of that particular energetic pattern in everyday activity, so that will help us become more aware of energy in everyday life living, and that will help us to enhance more power to choose once we become clear, aware of what is, and then we can it will help us get clarity, easier to choose and create the experience towards ideal bettering. So today is a kind of unusual setting. Thank you for connecting with Twitter. I know this quality is not that so good. If you have an account easier to access with Twitch or YouTube, there's a simultaneous broadcast, and then also keep it as an archive, and it's a better quality. So please go check over there, and ideally, if you like it, and share with your friends or follower, that would be really appreciated to spread the knowledge and to learn something new. So here is the word energy. So that if you're a practitioner of healing or Japanese martial art, karate, judo, kendo, then you may be familiar with Reiki or Ki, using this particular character, Ki. And when you pronounce this as Ki, Ki, and then that is something to do with the Japanese culture or modality. And then if you pronounce as Chi, as Qigong, Tai Chi, that's based on Chinese modality using energy. So it's basically how we're gonna relate to the energy, since everything is made of energy. And a particular way to relate to energy is helpful to use invisible element for our ingredients for bettering. And there isn't so many words combined with particular word, ki, energy word, to go with. Ki, I, or Rei, Ki, it's the type of energy. And some are related to a field of energy, the energy of oneness, collective energy, universe, and nature is also energy. And some are related to a local, to our own experience, individual, inner element also. That is something that we can use our personal power to choose and direct and to connect and to create with that energy. Of course, it's the inner world and the world around us. We are both connected, and something that we are absolutely capable choosing is that local energy, which is in our world, the way we think, choose, relate, but it's needing to become aware of what it is, and then from there we can use as an ingredient. So here is an idea that I chose 7 words that is absolutely manageable with our personal power. So the local individual power with attention to change, the energy moves where we give our attention to. So once we know what it is and then redirect the attention, then energy moves towards that. So knowing that human a gift of paying attention, and then we can use it as an energy to create. And here is the patterns of energy, how we can identify. I chose 7 words with the way to relate to key and sharing here as a Wellness Wisdom Wednesday. So might be helpful for you to become more aware of what you can do with your consciousness and available invisible energy as a wisdom with these keywords. All right, so here is this week's word. What will come here? It's a bun. It's part of energy. This word is the bun, part. Ki, energy, part. Kibun. This is the part of energy that we are all connected, being part of the universe, being part of the environment, being part of the space, being part of the Mother Earth, nature, being part of the community, being part of the family. So that we are always being part of something, and then this energy being part of is influenced to a local state of energetic being. And this is what is we feel as an emotion, is a good feeling with being part of a good energy. And that is also feeling good. Physically, we can get that feeling good, kibun, being part of. It's like when we go to a huge concert physically, and it's like thousands of hundreds of people, like yay, going, creating with that oneness energy, with the so high good vibe, and being part of that energy ourselves locally feel good. It's the physically together feeling good. That's physical sensation also. And maybe we're joining with the online live broadcasting and being part of that energetically, regardless of the physical distance, but being part of it is also feeling good. We can feel the good feeling. That's being part of that. That's senses. Without physical, also we can get that feeling, emotion. And then also when we read something, the book or stories intellectually, think about that, using imagination, being taken to the story and an experience, and something that really feels good provided by that the space in intellectual field part, being part of that author's stories and world in the book, we can experience intellectually, that also gives us a good feeling. So it's like we feel this being part using five senses: see, hear, smell, taste, touch, and then also intellectual, imaginary, imaginary feeling. So these aspects of our human beings give us a way to relate to the energy, how we are being part of that energy. It's influenced by something that's around us, being surrounded, and then being part makes us feel some way to relate to energy. So that's a good example of good feeling. And hey, Bob, has been a long time. Hope you are well. Happy Hump Day. And if that's something from within, it's like coming out the source or our own spirit or some part of a center of personal power that is coming from the source. It's quite different. But this kibun, being part, is always being influenced by the world around us. So when we have this bad, negative kibun, and noticing that it's something surrounding is influencing that energetic feeling, and then we can choose to change how we're going to be part of that energy. So noticing how you feel being part of the atmosphere and the mood, if you like it, maybe that's resonating to something that you value within, and then that resonance gives us a good feeling, feel good. And then if you feel bad energy, like somehow it's so off, or like being feeling like a black duck and black swan, so to speak, and then maybe you may want to find other environment or space or the world that surround you to have that resonance, the good feeling. So in other words, when we feeling something, we can check that emotion. How am I feeling? The mood. Checking the mood and then ask yourself, is this coming from within? Or something that are senses, five sensor or memory, including a memory and an intuition. Being part of this is kind of reflecting to this emotion. And sometimes that, let's see, when we are in the driving, like a driving or in the boat and seasick, for example, like the cruise ship and it gives a seasick, then that is also kibun. It's the bad kibun. Hi, Mel. That's a bad kibun that being in the cruise ship gives you a uncomfortable feeling. Then the physical body is physical body gives you a signal that, hey, something is very off. It's the bad kibun. And then you ended up like throwing up or feeling dizzy. That physical also tell you that how influence being part of the world around us. So something, if you are driving the car and then have a sick, and then you can pull over and then get out and then being part of the fresh air to make your physical good. Some people are very sensitive that, but if you were in the cruise ship, then it's pretty hard to change the field to being part of. So when we get the seasick, and that's more challenging to me actually. So that is also our body is letting us know that, hey, something is off, the kibun. Not only only an emotion, but the physical become really sick. Um, and so let's check what the other kibun thing with each energy center with the kibun. Kibun is a mood being part of the root chakra with kibun energy being part of. Thanks for the heart is stable feeling, stable and solid and feeling homey, you know, be feeling being belong to. When we are solid, trustworthy, safety, feeling comfort, being supported and support one another, rely on, and then it gives us a good kibun. Being part of good energy. Hi. And the second energy center with kibun is playfulness and creative, central. So it's like creating something together or to feeling joy, experiencing joy. That kibun is from the second chakra, something creating, being creative, co-creating, experiencing joy. And the third energy center, color yellow, solar plexus, is the self-love and respect, independence. So when we know what we really are going after or aligning to the heart of the matter, and the oneness with own vision or the action or what we've been creating, being, doing, that center, oneness, self-love, self-trust, gives us a good kibun. It's like a stomach is really open, confident, comfort, you know. That's the good kibun with the third energy center. The fourth energy center is the heart chakra, color green, is that generosity, love, compassion, and sharing, nurturing. So it's quite different from the root chakra. It's the safety, homey energy, the grounding, like being supported. But it's the heart chakra. It's sharing, connecting, give and take, loving, you know, unconditional love. And when we feel that type of energy in any level through any activity, that's the good kibun, being part of a good energy, feeding the fourth energy center. And the fifth energy center is chakra broken. I need energy. Energy scale. Maybe after this one, Bob. So stay tuned. So the fifth energy center is the throat chakra. Is to express himself authentically, clear communication, clarity. So when we are able to speak up openly, and then that gives us a good kibun. So the space or the group or the environment that allow us open, honest dialoguing, that is what it is that gives us a good kibun. But hey, if we openly speaking out and then feeling unsafe or some sort of like become defensive, and then you may need to think about how we're gonna find a way to openly express, or the place that allow you to do that, or some method that allow you to do express your voice. That's the two choice, like working on your own skill to express, and then also finding that matching or the safe place to start to practice and to open up that throat chakra. That's that kibun throat chakra to express authentically. It gives a good feeling and a bad feeling. And then again, that space or the environment or the group or organization that disallowing the open communication, and then that really feels bad, influencing this given, like, hey, this is so restricted, or so being controlled. Some regions or countries are like that, unable to express own voice. So it's an unhealthy given. And then sixth energy center, which is the third eye color indigo, is that curious, wonder, intuitive. So when we are curious about something, like a child, and to follow in that curiosity and allow that wonder guiding us, that gives us a good feeling. And then again, the being part of the group or the space that allow you to stimulate that gives us a good feeling, good kibun, being part of that energy. So if it's not feeling good, mood, and checking that element with the wonder and inspiring and allow that to guide you. Then seventh energy center, crown chakra color purple with kibun, is blissful, belonging, oneness. So again, the cosmic energy, the seventh chakra, is about the universe. So, and then we are part of universe. We are the universe. So maybe that the weather is raining, a storm is coming, and then being part of that energy might affect the kibun. That's being part of nature. And then also the full moon, new moon. We are expecting new moon coming this weekend, tomorrow, day after, something like that. That also influence the kibun. So pay attention to that part, being part of the universe, again, being part of Mother Earth. How you're going to feel the good feel. Some people are feeling really good when the weather is cold, or the weather is hot, or the moisture or dry, and what's the resonance to your preference, your value. So that's only you can know. And then see how that change when you change the world around us, the atmosphere, the space, or the people, or the location. So that's what kibun is telling us, how we are resonating to the local, resonating to the world around us. So that's what today's wisdom, wellness wisdom, kibun, being part of that energy around us. Thanks for the heart, Bob. So, since Bob was mentioning about the energy scan, so I would like to give you an energy scan using this energy word. So, Bob, would you like to pick the number between 1 to 7, please? Yay! Thank you, Mel. 1 to 7. It's getting dark here. 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the energy word. Gen. Gen, it's the source. Oh, no problem, Mel. Thanks for letting me know. The source. Gen. Ki. this is the source energy. In Japanese, like we ask as an greeting instead of saying, "Hey, how are you? What's up?" We ask, "How's your source energy?" Source energy, and then we answer like, "Yeah, that's high or good source energy," or low energy, low source energy, no good energy. If we are sick or heartbroken or something is off, and then the no genki. So genki is that to keep up with the good source energy and vibrating that alignment as an individual being. So that's the genki. The root of this genki is, of course, the physical, emotional, mental state, and each chakra related to that, of course. And find out that how this being, the genki energy, your genki, being influenced by which part of your beingness. I learned myself that since I've been very healthy physically, when I was a child. So once the physical challenge is given, and then it's so influenced to my genki, like a whole person being, the source energy get really, influence. So I need to be pay attention to that. So when the physical is not healthy, and then emotionally overly reactive to attacking someone something easily, or like the unable to think straight. So I have a great respect for people with challenge physically and hospitalized with calm mind, and then to connect and following own path. I was like, wow, I'm so admired for these people managing their energy regardless of the physical condition. If I'm off physically, like I'm like a child, so there's a room for me to how I can maintain my own genki. Some people are really from emotional, relational, or self-love, or love with someone else, or love to what we create, that emotional component is directly related to that energy. That's the best kind. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so. So that's what I'm so glad that you found me here, Bob. So it's the boosting energy booster is we can find anything, the physical, from physical. I'm grandmother. um mm, yeah, so it's the noticing that how we can boost this energy is that knowing what you love to do, or there's a many way to boost physically, or to connect with a person who can share laughter. That's a powerful, or maybe stimulating some intellectual ideas to boost and defining that um, that the mind state to influencing the mood, and then that's like its own preference. And I know that we are here, and it's pretty much about the energy aware community, and open to the new ideas and finding the way to stimulating our own wellness. That's a mutual heart. So yeah, it's natural to seek out some energy, genki booster, to connect with the like-minded, to check in on adjusting it, and give and receive energy, and to maintaining boost sometimes needed. So I think I'm so glad that you picked this card, Bob. And then let me pick the color or essence element, since you gave me the information about the grandmother. But here is the color with the chakra color with the two aspects I wrote. So let me pick one intuitively to go with the Genki, and particular reminder, uh, okay, so here is for Bob. Let me pick one. The color blue, throat chakra, with the word flexibility. So maybe the key for that energy boost for you, Bob, how to not to get mad. Yeah, I totally hear that. So the way to expressing yourself in that world around you is really reflecting to Genki. So this could be an opportunity that gives us the frustrations or downtime and challenging emotionally to easily get reactive or to doubt about the love. There is an unconditional love, but we are not the Buddha. We are human beings, so it's like emotionally really like waving to deal with that. And what we can use this element as to being flexible, the practice of flexibly expressing own voice when we feel that Genki is draining, the low Genki or distracted by the environment. That's something that we must be surrounded. Who's enough? Yeah. So, one of the tool that I can familiar with that, and what helped me is that to venting, especially your voice with somewhere. Then I chose the journal, like non-stop writing. I call it random writing. Just the purpose is to vent, non-stop, 20 minutes every day. Vent. When I got that type of environment, that person, particular person, family member need to deal with, and it just excluded my physical presence from the space. It's not helping because need to be there for the dynamic. So what I chose was to be alone and then just vent. And that it's good to burn under the full moon when you vent emotions or whatever, like frustrating, and that really letting this out from your system, our system, and to witnessing physically to let that out is very important. So the flexibility is the power. No need to, directly talking or to doing what you've been doing. This could be an opportunity to expand a way to deal with your emotion, frustrations, and finding flexibly to let that out. And this voice, by the way, doesn't need to be heard by other human beings. Maybe your dog can be the listener, your cat can be a listener, maybe the bird or the trees or the ocean, and screaming, anything that you can be creative about that to let that voice out and rebooting the Genki. So my type is a very intellectual, so let that out with the word and then witnessing. Some maybe the singing would be helpful, and I would sense that, you know what, maybe intuitively I got the sense that if you have some favorite book that you can so lose into. um mm, right. So if that's the intuitive I'm getting sense here for you, Bob, is that if you can get some story like intellectually, to lose into this factuality that we are living, and to just traveling into some story novels, or maybe sometimes just the movie is the visual is too much, and just the reading could be more openly being led to some, not the escape but experiencing something outside of three-dimensional experience, but still we can feel and boosting this Genki resource energy to massaging it. So instead of going to a physical massage, maybe get some book that you normally don't read much, and then allow your intuition pick the one, and then explore something new, you know to massaging your mind with that, or some other way. That's just one example and an idea. So I'm sending the healing, and I'm so grateful to be able to connect with you here, Bob, with my new work, the energy keyword awareness wisdom. So I am sending the healing and boosting your Genki energy. You know what? I am getting Genki from both of you, Mel and Bob. Thank you for connecting. I was actually that of having a high Genki today. And then I was on the edge, but I decided to come here because I thought that, showing up is sometimes 80% of the feeding good opportunities. So acted out action, and I'm so grateful for I followed my intuition to push myself to come here and then connecting with you. So I'm sending that healing and boosting Genki. Allow yourself to escape from what is smelling makes us uncomfortable or stimulating negative emotions. Could be a cue to explore, escape in a good way. In a good way. Consciously choosing the destination to escape. That's something that your awareness can do that. Not just being avoiding it, but just allow the escape to stimulating Genki. Thank you, and I hope that you give yourself permission to do that, Bob. Thank you for allowing. Okay, so Mel, would you like to pick the card? Energy card. 127. Oh, thank you. You're welcome. You are so welcome, Bob. I'm so glad to be able to connect here with you. 3. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I am having, I'm so grateful for having you two here. Thank you. You boosted my day. Indeed. Okay. 3 for male. 1, 2, 3. So this is the energy word you picked today, male, is you. Periscope, yeah, you. Yeah, I know. So if you have any idea of doing that broadcasting platform, perhaps it's gone. So please let me know. I'm totally open to doing that broadcast in the new recommended platform. So this is the you, he, you, he. That's for male. It's the brave energy. Brave energy is the courage. Courage. That's what the word you picked, male. And the aspect I'm gonna pick here. So Miss. Yes, Monday and Wednesday. Exactly. I am staying with the schedule for the last 2 months pretty well. Sometimes I reschedule it, but yeah, I am building something new muscle. So okay, so aspect for male, the purple, Yuki, courage, brave energy, courage, with the purple 7 energy center, crown chakra with the flexibility. Flexibility. Seems to be the flexibility is the key word here. Yeah, thank you, Bob. I look forward to hearing from you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. You know, it's nice to feel the energy and then exchanging it for something that we care about mutually, which is like self-bettering, doing together with the healthy way, and always open to a new idea for bettering. So here is the male courage energy with the life, divine awareness, consciousness with the flexibility. So let me go check with that energy. You here is that, well, something about organizing, or the way you like to try to make it fit or make it happen, needing some courage. And just remembering that flexibility is the power, and then universe is always co-creating with you. So if it feels like, damn it, it's not happening in the way that I thought it would be, I want it to be, it's like, in a good way, perfectionism is there, but being flexible allow universe to fill the void which is created by some, like, not happening in the way that we wanted to. Just be open to that, and perhaps that time frame can be the key, hold the key for that feeling succeeded, feeling perfect. Maybe the flexible with the timeline that we gave ourselves to. I'm like so wanted to have it in yesterday, like last year, like 2 years ago. Organizing things. Okay, so yeah, I mean, everybody, we are all organizing something, but this is a good reminder, and then being open to the universe role by being flexible with the courage. Sometimes it's like knowing the way what to do, and then things are happening in the way we thought it would be. That gives us feel security because the familiar and then predictable is the secure feeling in the lower chakra. Our safety and our creativity is aligning to the sense of self. Let go of certain things from my parents. Okay, so the family matters, and then the tradition, like the way that we thought it would be, but it's need courage for some. Yeah, the courage is like staying familiar. It's safe, but sometimes like jump out of our skin is really needing a courage, and then this flexibility, like there is no reminder would be that there is no failure until we leveling as a failure, and then the timeline holds the key, and who knows what is good or not. And courage with the vision and awareness is guiding us for growth, is always new things and growing, and there's a risks, but not the failure. Risk can be manageable, and if it's out of hand, and then give us an opportunity to become a better manager with the new experience. And that seventh energy center, that life path, the divine universe, is always with us. So courage, this is really like I am resonating too. It's scary, but it could be adventurous and exciting. So how are we gonna change the energy? Courageous energy, braveness, brave energy. Get that energy on our side with that flexibility with divine. And then we can always ask for whomever who is available, whatever available, God, universe, angels, spirit, Buddha, or ancestors, or the loved ones who went to the other side, but it's available in the universe. So get that energy to boost this brave energy. So I'm sending healing for all of us to explore something new, is need to let go of familiar and create the space and allow new to take place with the brave energy to whatever it comes. We are creating no failure, and we are all connected after all. So we got your back, and we support one another in a oneness. I'm sending healing and reminding ourselves that courage is always available when we are open to it. Thank you for allowing. This holder is tilting somehow. Yeah, it's getting dark here. Thank you both for connecting, and I would like to close in here. It's really becoming dark. You're welcome. So let us connect our energy before closing here by synchronizing our breath and just reminding that we are all connected after all, under one sky. And do you see me? I'm getting so dark. I want to put the lights on. Hold on, let me put the lights on here. Where is the... Okay. Hold on 1 second. Oops. So this could be. Okay. So getting dark. Oh, you see. Excellent. Um. Okay. Good. Yay. So let us synchronize our breath by inhaling fresh air energy from nose and then circulate new energy to the places that we need extra energy. You know where your energy is needed, maybe the mind or your fifth energy center, the seventh chakra, the heart, self-centered, healthy ego, or creativity or safetyness. Just noticing which part of you is needing the fresh energy when we intaking into our body, and just notice, and then let go. That's the first breath. And then the second one is to intake in and let out all no longer needing energy, people, event, the way of being, particular energy, particular pattern, and all let go. And then the last one, to connect our energy and support that choice that we will make here together, to what is getting, boosting, and what is letting go. Ready? So let's do that. Let us take a long, deep breath, counting 3, 1 from the nose. Go. 2, 3. Hold it. Notice it. And exhale slowly from the mouth. Let's do that again. So this time, pay attention to which part, which energy center of yours is needing that fresh boost, rejuvenate, defining, realigning to your well-being. So in taking in, and then just a scan from the top, and then going all the way down to the first chakra when we intake in deeply, and then let go. Ready? So let us take a long deep breath, inhaling from nose now. And now scanning. Mine, I am getting the root energy center. It's the safety, connection, community. So I'm so grateful for having you here, feeling connected, feeling safe. So the second, intaking all the air, and then to let go of all no longer serving people, event, way of being, way of acting, way of repeating, way of responding. No longer, no need from now on. So let that all go by saying using our vocal, to making sure that we are releasing all this energetic pattern. Ready? So inhaling now. Completely And now we can intake all the fresh air, all the new energy around you into your body, and then connect us as an co-creating one field energy and support one another to be the chosen pattern to aligning, allowing. Ready? So let's go. Sending and receiving. Thank you for connecting. I feel good. Hope you are having a wonderful moment, at least now. And thank you for joining replay viewers if you're still joining us here. And thank you, Mel and Bob, for sharing your presence in live. Thank you. Yes, I feel really connected. Feel wonderful. So hope you're having a wonderful day, and let us connect this new moon. When is the new moon? Friday? Male? Friday. 26 or so. Yeah, I want to come here and connect for the new moon with our energy circle. What kind of energy I was putting off. Sometimes it's that the energy is energy and no need to know consciously. But we are energetic beings. Look at the baby. They don't know what the energy is sending, but baby's energy is like bright, right? That's the energy. So not much head to think about it, but just simply allow us to stimulate in that energy part and that laughter and connected feeling. And when you notice me, my energy is changing, is that you're reflecting your energy to me. So I'm a reflection of your energy. So that's how we help one another. And then including the replay viewer though, these are time and physical zone is not much different. So when you notice something shifted within you, or noticing me shifting something, that's part of you. And that's what the beautiful part of our co-creating with the mutual interest, which is to work on ourselves and getting to know more about our own needs and values and our system, which is unique to each one of us. Oh, thank you. Me too. Me too. That's what the community is, and isn't it nice to have that place that we can feel connected and rejuvenated? Um. Oh, thank you. Thank you. That's so divine, Bob. Thank you. And it's really nice to knowing that there is that type of energy, and then we can go when we need it. And no need to go back to becoming one with the universe. We will always be with the universe, Bob. Uh, yeah. So just a reminder, we are so busy engaging into our everyday life. That's what the life is. Yeah, it's like a reminding. So that it comes to the reminding and taking that time just like a deep breath. We are always breathe in and out without thinking. That's our system. But when the things is becoming tense and then our energy physically blocking it, it becomes shallow. So we need to consciously deep breath and then to helping our system to neutralizing as is, as we supposed to. So intentional creation, it's the dense energy is all over with the physical body, and sometimes it's needing that to create something because we're in the physical experience. um mm, Good. So it's like the ego is good, but it's the healthy ego with the balanced way of ego. Without ego, we have no identity. Like we have no own value. That the other people have no idea of who we are as a unique individual. So the healthy way. Yeah, right. So it's always good to take a time for ourselves to check in us and doing it together again as in a gym. It's such a wonderful opportunity, and I'm so grateful for to be able to connect with you guys. It grows back. And people come and go, things come and go, and life is continuous until we're done. And then we go challenging, and then wow, it's like unexpected challenge, and then also unexpected happy too. And this came to my attention. Someone's quote says like, "Love hurts you sometimes, but loneliness kill you." Isn't that true? So alone time is not necessarily lonely, and yeah, being in love, because the love, and we get so hurt by loved ones, right? It's especially like relatives and family members. So it's like biological family members. So it's like the hardest lessons for me. But because that's the understanding of love, and then that really a challenging lessons as a human being, hurts, and then chose to isolate. And alone is good, but sometimes it's good, but lonely isolation, that actually shut down the human system, because human unable to survive as one individual. 'Cause we need being part of that society, community, or group. That's what, as a species, as a human, you don't use it, you lose it. Yeah, I was like, that's so true that love hurts, but loneliness kill you. So sometimes when we really get hurt and want to have alone time, and then choose to isolate, especially like a young human being, young person still needing the experiences, like, and then also the negative excitement of the digital era, like when it's not successful, and then restart the game, game over, and then restart it. But the human life is not like that. So the idea of like digital mindset, like mental mind, the popcorn mentality, microwave popcorn mentality, like quickly. I am also part of that, but it's hard. It's the life on Earth. It's challenging. Um, so then chose to be isolated, but finding new way to connect, especially during the pandemic, that physically we need to be separated mostly. and limited the activity, and then we explore some new way to connect with the technology. That's a good thing. But at the end of the day, people hurt and being hurt without aware of it or with awareness. Either way, but that's part of human being growing. Too many distraction. Most people. Yeah, because we are living in such an complex society. Yes, it's like that. It's the value of own life and way we can create the human gift is the creation. Yeah, yeah. So still the materialistic value, especially the undeveloped countries or regions, or the developed, and then that's also have, we all have that as we helps us carry the burden. Mm, yeah, yeah, the people, but I learned the basic fundamental lessons. It took me a while to get that idea, but we never understand each other because we're too unique. And I was frustrated. How come you don't understand what I'm saying? That's illusion. We can feel it. We can we can hear their experience, but never be the same. That's what the universe. We are never be the same. If there isn't a sameness, and then that comes to the very fundamentals, like we love and we need each other, we care one another, we need the human needs, we need the attention, we need connection, we need safety, the human basic need, and food, and physical nutrition, and mind love, and we don't need to understand. Mm. Yes. So, but so what we finding the difference is easier, and finding the mutuality, and to use the mutuality, and then finding the uniqueness and use it as a power of the um, co-creative diversity to make it better means like individual excitement, fulfillment to support one another, and then each of us is focusing that own needs met. That needs is only your needs, only you know about it. you know that's how powerful we are to know. So that's how important we got to connect our own needs met, because no one can no one can decide that what you want to explore. So that's the self value. Well, there's so many fake. I mean, it's the sleeping. My word is a zombie. People are awakened state and sleeping as a zombie. And the sleeping time, subconscious, unconscious, we are all connected. No, I don't do that, Bob. Thank you for asking. Thank you for asking. Yeah. No, I don't do chakra alignment. I do intuitive consultation, but only for the consulting clients. Thank you for asking. So, and then on Monday, I use the energy, the Mona Lisa card to do the everyday weekly reminder. That's Monday. US Canada Sunday night. That's what I started with Periscope. Yeah. So, yeah, well, so nice chatting with you guys. And thank you for boosting my Genki and stimulating the energy here. And thank you for the play viewer, Live in the Heart retweet. I appreciate that. And if you have an account with YouTube, Twitch, please come join me. That's a better quality actually. Um, the link is from the bio. You can find it. Uh, yeah, the time zone. Okay, well, you have a wonderful night. Yes, yeah, I started to do the simultaneous broadcast at YouTube and Twitch, so you can go check my bio from a Twitter profile, and there's a link page, and then you find me on the YouTube new channel. So please subscribe me there too. Well, thank you guys. You have a wonderful night and sleep and evening, Mel. And I would like to see you on this new moon. It's a Thursday or Friday. Day after tomorrow or tomorrow. Okay. Bye. Thank you. Thank you, guys.